can check off 2 items from my checklist. And this one is 50% yak and 50% wool. All right, so I just got in here and I wanted to go over my checklist with you really fast. I have one that I made on my phone, my Thrift wish list. Some oversized colorful scarves because I feel like I keep pinning those and I just think they're really fun. I also want to find a penny lane jacket, a jean vest. I'm on the hunt for a jean vest. Some more midi to maxi length skirts because I've currently been kind of obsessed with skirts. I want to find some turtlenecks in any color, and then I want to find a Christmas sweater. I want to find a vintage one, something vintage and charming and unique. So let's go see what we can find. And I figured since I'm right here next to the purses, I'm just going to start in this section. Little gingham plaid. Oh, it's actually vintage from Tommy Hilfiger. I actually think this is really cute. This looks like it's gonna be the sack, and it is. And I like the multicoloring, the chevron print. All right, I think I'm done in the purses, and now we're gonna look at some shoes. Ooh, I like the color on these. The brand is What's What. That's fun. It looks like it's a 90s brand. And this feels, yeah, so it's 100% leather. They're size 9s. Look at this color. They're my size. I'm gonna try these on. Ooh, they fit. And I think these are really fun. I love the color and the fact that they're leather, vintage, super cute. All right, so I originally came in the shoes looking for boots, but looked through most of it all, not finding any boots. Now I'm gonna make my way over to the coats. And then while I'm there, right next to the coats are the vests. So cross my fingers for a jean vest. I was making my way over to the coats and then I saw this new rack and I found some really great items. I'm gonna finish looking through it and then I'm gonna show you what I found. Okay, so I ended up finding 3 things on the new racks while I was making my way over to the coats. So up first, I found this Charter Club 100% cashmere sweater. And I really like this. It's like a berry pink and it's cashmere, so it's really soft. And then I also found this one. This one's not for me, it's for my daughter. It's from Ghibli Studio and she is obsessed with all things Ghibli Studio. She has like 10 posters in her room. I'm gonna go home and be very popular, but I was so excited. So I was just saying how I wanted to find a jean vest. And there was a jean vest on that new rack. I feel like I was meant to find this. And it's from the brand Oat New York. I've only ever found their jeans and they're normally really high quality, size small. So I'm gonna try this on right now, but I can't believe I found that right when I just said that this is what I was looking for. I really liked how the vest fit, so now I can finally check that off the wish list. And I have been wanting a denim vest for a while now, so I'm really happy. Now we're gonna look at coats. And here in coats, like I said, I'm looking for a penny lane jacket, and that's the one with like the fur on the collar and then on the sleeves. I don't have one yet, but I feel like I don't really find them that often, so I'm not gonna get my hopes high. But if I see anything that's really high quality material, and if it's something that I don't currently have, I'll grab that too. This is a nice Zara jacket. It's interesting. Looks like you're supposed to be able to put a patch there. I don't need that. I like the color on this one. And then you have this little embroidered brooch. Oh, but it's missing a button back here. Okay, I just found the coolest jacket. It's 100% leather, but it's this really cool gold metallic jacket. I've never seen one like this. And you also have the thick stitching, the high neckline. This is really cool. Probably too cool for me, but I had to show it to you. All right, so I just looked through all the jackets in my size, and the only other jacket that I found that I want to take home today is this Kenneth Cole one. It's $10. It's a trench coat, and it does have the belt. I always get bummed out when I see a nice long jacket that I like that's supposed to have a belt, and it doesn't have one with it. I'm gonna try it on, but I think it's gonna look good. Size small, but it looks a little bit oversized. And other than that, I'm gonna go look through the vest section because I found the one vest on that new rack, but I didn't actually look through the vest. So we're gonna go look over there and see if we can find anything else. Okay, so I just got in the vest and this was in the vest section. A penny lane jacket. I didn't even think of wanting to find one in black, but this is really pretty. So I can check off 2 items from my checklist, a penny lane jacket and a jean vest. I'm so excited. Again, I'm just like shocked. First the vest and then the penny lane coat. And it's really pretty and it's vintage. I've tried to say this name before. I don't know why I always get hung up on it. I'm dyslexic, and so I noticed that with that, it makes it really hard for me to pronounce things correctly. I think it's pronounced Esprit or Espirit. I don't know. It's really not that hard, but I just make it hard. And then they did bring out a new rack of coats. I did find this one. It's from H&M. I'm gonna go try it on though. It definitely looks oversized. It doesn't look like an extra small, so it should fit. I like the print on this one, the gingham plaid. It's acrylic, but it's labeled softer than cashmere. Definitely not softer. Ooh. This one's really pretty. Really love the colors. Wow. It's only acrylic, but I don't really care. I think it's so pretty. And it's huge too. This is exactly what I was saying that I wanted. I'm gonna see if there's any more in here. I like the pink. And it's from Gap. Feels like it's wool, but the material tag is cut. I like the bottom. I just looked through all the scarves and I found 2 more that I wanna grab. This one is from Victoria's Secret and it's actually Nua tags. So look at how pretty it is with the red and the pink and the plaid. And then the other one that I found, it's from Manhattan Hat Company. The yellow and the purple. This is really beautiful. The colors are stunning. Also, I think this hat is really cute. Very Parisian. So we can check off scarves on our list too. And now I'm gonna move on to skirts. Just looked through all the skirts and I only found one, but it's a really pretty one. It's plaid, has a little tied waist, and it's $6. So it's from the brand 8 and Cats. Never heard of that, and it is 100% cotton. I really like how long it is and also how it's tiered. I could see wearing this with that jean vest that we found and then a white shirt underneath. And I could also wear an oversized or chunky sweater with it too. Even though I only found one, I'm really happy with the one that I did find. Just walked past all the dresses and I didn't see anything that caught my eye. So I'm just not gonna go look through every single piece in there. I'm actually just gonna move on to sweaters. So I just went and looked through all the sweaters and the tops because like I've said before, they're all mixed together. And I found some really great basics. So I have a lot of really great staple pieces, or not staple, but statement pieces. And I need more basic pieces to mix and match with those items. So I got this one. This is actually Nua tags from Ralph Lauren. Just a nice cotton turtleneck. And then I also got another turtleneck. It's from Jean Perry. It's 100% cotton. So this one is 100% wool. I actually found 2 of the exact same sweater, both 100% wool. Just one is this really nice bluish green, and then I have a basic cream kind of off-white one. And then the only other thing that I found was this little cardigan, and it's 100% linen. I think will be a nice little layering piece, and I could always just button the one top and then wear with the dress. So even though these aren't like really exciting items, they're perfect for staple pieces, and I'm gonna be able to mix and match these and wear these for so many different outfits. The last section I wanna go look through are the Christmas sweaters, and they have them all just congregated together, so I'm just gonna skim through the whole section. Just looked through the Christmas sweaters, and I only found 2 that I liked. This one is a rabbit hair and wool blend. It's from Covington, $6. I think it's cute. It has the snowflakes in here. And I like the length on it too, and the fact that it's red and a good material and vintage. And then the only other one that I found, this one reminds me of Phoebe Buffay from Friends. I just did that Friends video last week, and this one looks like something I could definitely see her wearing. This is really pretty. You have the reindeer here. This reminds me of her like moose sweater that she wears. It's from Niles, and it's a wool blend. I think this is my favorite. I decided to go to another store and I got a coffee on the way, and so I wasn't filming when I got here. I'm a little behind on showing you what I've found so far, so I wanted to catch you up. nice Vince cardigan. And this one is 50% yak and 50% wool. So a very high quality sweater, and it's brown. And you guys know my latest obsession with brown. I do need to sweater shave it, but I have a really nice sweater shaver at home, so I don't have a problem with that. I also found this one, and it's from the brand Classiques. I think you guys were telling me last time that this is a Nordstrom brand. I like the denim jacket and then the faux fur collar. I think the collar is really pretty and how it's red and blue. Very unique. Anytime I find this brand, it's always really high quality and just kind of different pieces that I really like. This is a nice trench coat, and it's from Jones of New York. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, but it's actually iridescent. So it looks kind of goldish tan and then green, really beautiful. And it does have the belt with it. I love this one. And I think this is vintage 90s based on the label. They rolled out some new racks, and I found this really nice Veronica Beard sweater. And I haven't found Veronica Beard in a long time. And I think I've only ever found anything from them probably in years. Striping, so classic and preppy and timeless, 100% cotton. Really excited about this one. And then I also found this one. I really love this color, and I love the color block, and it's from the brand Skunk Funk. A really great sweater. And this one is vintage, and it's hand embroidered from Christopher & Banks. I really like the stars. I think it just looks really whimsical and charming. I don't know, it reminds me of something you would see like a teacher wearing, or I could even see, what's her name from the Magic School Bus? I can't even think of it. I'm tired, but I love the colors and how colorful it is. I just think it's really cute. Something that you don't see all the time. Did find a vintage dress. It's a maxi length. It has this gorgeous floral print, and the whole thing is a button down, and then you have the tie back. It's a size 12, so I don't know if it's gonna fit, but I do like the option of the back being tied, so then potentially I could make it fit. And then I found some really great Christmas sweaters. I feel like I hit the jackpot. This one is from Charter Club, and it's 100% lamb's wool, but I think it's really gorgeous. So much detail in it. And on the back, you have the little stockings. I love vintage Christmas sweaters. Those are my favorite. This one, I think, is the best one though. This one is from Northern Isle. It's Ramie, cotton, and wool. The one little pocket in the middle, and then the trees here, they're fuzzy. You have little snowflakes. I think this one's really cute. My favorite part, the fuzzy trees. And then I have this one too, and this one is from Northern Crest. Again, Ramie and cotton. Little cabin here, the snowflakes, the reindeer. I'm gonna go home now and have a coffee because I feel like I'm just struggling to talk right now, and I think that's a good sign that I should go home. I'll see you there. All right, friends, so we're home now, and I have everything hung up and ready to go, and we found some really great items that I'm excited to try on, and I do have some outfits in mind that I'm gonna put together with you, so let's get to styling. All right, so up first, I wanted to show you this really beautiful sweater, and I was really happy to find this one. It's from the brand Funk Skunk, which is really fun. I've never heard of it before. I love the color and the color blocking. I think it's really beautiful, and this is perfect because, like I've said so many times now, I have been really drawn to greens lately, greens, blues, and browns, and I think this is a really great addition to my closet. I think it pairs perfectly with this trench coat from Kenneth Cole. This is 100% cotton, and it's also this gorgeous camel color. I did just tie the back, but if I wanted to, I could close it up, and it has that belted waist. But I think that this looks really good together with the contrast of the green and the tan. Okay, so another sweater, and I was also really excited about this one. This is from Veronica Beard, and I feel like it looks so effortless and just classic, paired with some dark jeans, some patent leather boots, and I just paired it with that wool long sleeve shirt that we got, and I think this looks really good, and Veronica Beard is such a great brand. I've only ever found it one other time, so I was really excited to find this, and I think this is such a staple and a piece that's never gonna go out of style. It's very timeless and classic. And then I just popped over that same Kenneth Cole trench coat, and I think it looks really polished and elevated, and I could see wearing this running some errands or going on a coffee date, but I do feel like with the jacket over top, it gives it a little more old money feel. All right, now I want to show you the Christmas sweaters that I got. I love funky, kind of grandma-core Christmas sweaters. I just think they're so endearing, and they're almost so over the top that somebody could think they're ugly, but I just think that that makes them even more cute. This one is from Charter Club, which I really like that brand. They make really high quality items, and this one is 100% lamb's wool. I love the patchwork and the prints in here. I just think this is adorable. And again, I just paired it with that 100% wool undershirt, some jeans, some boots. I would totally wear this just running around. Okay, this one might actually be one of my favorites when it comes to the Christmas sweaters. I just really love it. I love scenic prints, especially for like fall or winter. I just think they're really fun. And this one has a little cabin here. You have the beautiful mountains, little snowmen. I really like this one, and this is vintage from Willow Bay, and I think that it actually looks really flattering, and even though it's kind of an over-the-top sweater, I actually think it looks really good. Okay, so now we have a vest, and I have been on a vest kick lately, and I think this Christmas one is so adorable. I love the plaid in here. You also have the cabin and the scenic view, some reindeer, snowflake. And you'll have to let me know, do you like Christmas sweaters like this, or do you think they're kind of ugly Christmas sweaters? I think that this looks good together. So the grandma core vest paired with the Kenneth Cole jacket. Yes, I like it. Okay, so now I actually don't know which Christmas sweater is my favorite so far, because each time I put a new Christmas sweater on, I've decided that it's my new favorite. So I just like them all, I guess. But this one is so cute. I love the random one little pocket right in the middle. I mean, why? But why not, I guess. But I also really love the fact that the trees are textured differently, so they're more fuzzy, which I just think is just such a nice detail and touch. And then I love the little snowflakes. Moving on to another Christmas sweater. I really like this one because this one is actually made out of rabbit hair and wool, which are two really high quality materials. And that's one thing that I've been really trying to focus on, is picking up items that I love, but then also being really selective when it comes to the material makeup. I've decided that rabbit hair might actually be one of my favorite materials just because it's so soft, and it is harder for me to find. So I don't find it that often. Like I said at the store, right when I saw this one, it instantly made me think of Phoebe and her moose sweater. I think it's just because there's a giant animal right in the front, but this is more of the Christmas version. Out of all the Christmas sweaters, this one is definitely more obviously long. It's more of a tunic length, which I don't mind. It kind of gives it more of that cozy comfort feeling to it. And this is a really great material makeup too. I think it was wool and mohair. I could definitely see going to some Christmas lights wearing this, or baking some cookies. I think that this same sweater looks really good if I do tuck it in a little bit, even though I do like the length, but I think tucked in and then paired with the Kenneth Cole jacket makes it look really put together. And again, I'm just really happy that I found this jacket because I have been wanting a trench coat for a bit now with this coloring, and I think that it goes so well with so many different things. If I ever find one that is longer, that would be amazing. So here is another vintage sweater, and this is actually the last one that I found today. I wouldn't categorize this one as a Christmas one. It's just a regular sweater. I love the star print, and this is definitely something that I could see Miss Frizzle wearing, like I said at the store, or I could also just see a fun art teacher wearing it. I think it's unique, I think it's cute and charming, and I did go out of my comfort zone and I paired it with my plaid skirt, and then I also put some knee-high riding boots. And I actually think that looks really good. It's definitely not something that I would normally put together, but now that I have it on, I kind of like it. Let me know, do you like the look together? Or if I wanted more of a relaxed look, I do think it looks good with just some blue jeans and some little ankle boots. I think that you guys are honestly my good luck charm because I have never found so many great cashmere pieces. So this one is from Charter Club, which I feel like when it comes to cashmere, that's the brand that I always find at Goodwill. I really like this berry purple pink. I think it's really fun, just a really nice bold color. And I think this one is going to pair really well with that scarf that we found, and then some of the jackets that we found as well. Like with this, I think it's a really fun pop of color with the tan. Then how perfect does it look with this giant scarf that we found? This is exactly what I was wanting to find when we went to Goodwill. I love how big it is. It's almost like a blanket, and the colors with this sweater are perfect. And then I also think that the sweater looks so great underneath this H&M jacket. And this one is a wool blend. I love the checkered print. I had been pinning so many checkered print jackets similar to this style, and I think that these go really well together. I love that the jacket is more of a neutral, and then you have this bright, just pop of color underneath. But how perfect would this be with that same scarf? But I think that this same sweater looks really great with that classique jacket over top. Thank you guys so much, because I had no clue that this brand was actually an in-house Nordstrom brand. And I really like this. Anytime I find the brand, it's always really high quality and more edgy and just different. Like this jean jacket, I love the faux fur collar. And the collar is also this really beautiful red, almost purple hue, which that's why I think that it ties in really well with this sweater. And denim on denim is very trendy right now, so I thought I'd give it a try with this jacket. And then I also want to give this hat a try. I don't feel like it looks good with the trench coats or the longer jackets, just because I feel like it's already a lot going on the top. And so I wanted to pair it with a shorter jacket. So I'm going to try it with this jean one. Okay, so I never, ever wear hats. I'm trying to branch out more and add hats into my outfits, just because I notice that I keep pinning people wearing hats. And I like hats on other people, but I always feel like they don't look good on me. So let me know if you like this one, or maybe I could wear it with something else and it would look even better. But I mean, just looking at it right now, I think it looks nice. It looks very Parisian to me, and it looks very sophisticated too. I don't know. It looks like a fun winter hat that's just a little bit more elevated. I think I never wear hats because I view them as being very bold statement pieces. And I've just never felt confident enough when it comes to my style to feel like I could pull off a hat. And I think this is a start. Feels like a very bold start. But I mean, I don't even ever wear baseball caps. I don't wear little beanies. I just got a beanie and I still haven't worn it, but I'm gonna start trying to add hats. I'm still in disbelief that I was able to find this top, and this is a 90s piece, and it's also a silk blend. It has this gorgeous burnout velvet. You also have the beadwork in here, and then beadwork down at the bottom with some tassels. And I just think this is so stunning. It's romantic, it's very feminine, and I could even see wearing this for a party or out to a concert. I don't know exactly how I want to style it, so if you guys have some ideas, let me know. I just ended up putting this long sleeve turtleneck underneath because I didn't know what else to do, but I wanted to show it to you. If I was gonna go outside and it was gonna be a little colder, I could see putting this coat over top. And this one is that Jones New York coat. And at the store, I did think it was really beautiful because it's iridescent, but I wasn't so sure because it had really thick, dramatic shoulder pads, which I've made mention before, I do have broader shoulders. And so shoulder pads never look good on me. They make me look really masculine and bulky, but I ended up just taking the shoulder pads out, and now I love this jacket. It might be one of my favorites. I really like the length on it too. I have been really drawn to longer length coats. I think they flatter my frame a lot better. And this green is just so dreamy and beautiful. I think this looks really good. I just popped over that Victoria's Secret scarf over top of the jacket, and it looks very Christmassy now. Okay, but this one I think was the highlight of my whole trip. I have not found a really great penny lane jacket in, I want to say, years. It's been quite a while. And then the one time that I have it on my thrift list, I find one and it's a wool blend. And funny story, when I found this coat, I had a big adrenaline rush and I was feeling really hot and sweaty. And then afterwards, I ended up getting really achy and fatigued. At first, in my mind, I was like, okay, well, it's because I found that coat and I was just so excited. Then the rest of the shopping trip, I just kept going downhill and feeling worse and worse and worse. Anyway, I went home and spiked a fever, and it turned out that I was just sick. It wasn't because I was so excited about the coat. So if you notice that my eyes look a little dead while I'm shopping, or I seem low energy, that's because I was getting sick. So moving on to this outfit, I think this looks really good together, and this is that denim vest that we found, which is another item that I couldn't believe that I found. I have been wanting a denim vest for a while now, and then I ended up pairing the vest with this beautiful skirt. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this one. I knew I liked it at the store, but then once I put it on, I like it even more, and I think that this whole outfit together looks very prairie and then folksy. But I wanted to save the best for last again, or at least the best in my opinion, and it's this beautiful 90s dress. I don't know what they were doing in the 90s, but whatever they were doing it right. This one has the button down front, the tie back, and I think it looks really romantic, and I just paired it with some knee-high riding boots, and I could even add that Jones New York coat over top to just really complete the whole look. And I love the contrast between the navy and the green. So this one is my favorite outfit from the haul, but let me know what was your favorite item or your favorite outfit. I hope for this video is that maybe it gave you some inspiration to go look for some secondhand treasures yourself, or maybe it gave you some ideas on how you can mix and match items that you currently have in your closet. But as always, if you think that it earned a like on this video or your subscription, I'd really appreciate that. But until next week, bye friends.